I just want you to know that I literally just went to Target to buy something to make this video. I just left. And if you're anything like me, it took all of my willpower to not buy anything else. I can't believe I just left with one thing, the one thing that I came for. So I hope you enjoy this video because I literally just went to Target to try and make this video a little bit better. I am back from Target and I am ready to make this video. In case you're wondering what I bought from Target, a handy dandy little whiteboard because I am sharing today how to get started at the gym. I wanted to make this video because time and time again, I have had people ask me how I have gotten started at the gym and how to get over some things like fear of going to the gym and not knowing what to do and that type of thing. Sadly, it is mostly women that do ask me that, but because I've had quite a few people over the span of my fitness journey ask me how I got started, how they can get started too, I figured I would just make a whole YouTube video on this topic. I know a lot of people do want to get started working out, but they maybe are scared of the gym bros that are, huge and very intimidating at the gym, or they don't want to go to the gym and not know what to do, or they feel like they might look stupid if they're doing a certain exercise. And even if they had the confidence to go to the gym, go in the weight section, they wouldn't even know where to begin and what exercises to do. So today I wanted to help you squash that fear of heading over to the weight section and really give you the ultimate step-by-step guide that you can use to get started going to the gym and lifting weights today. As a disclaimer and reminder, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a health coach or anything like that. So everything that I'm sharing today are things that have helped me on my own journey. Use them and do them at your own risk. So with all of that being said, first I wanted to talk about the kind of fear, confidence aspect of getting into the gym and getting into the weights section. And then after this, I'm going to talk about how to actually structure your workouts, how to make yourself your own personalized workout plan. I've also included timestamps in the description box, of course, in case you want to just skip ahead. And one last thing I wanted to say before I dive into this topic is that I actually decided to go ahead and make you a 6-week beginner's workout lifting plan. After this video, still don't really know where to start, but you want to start a 6-week lifting program, so you can always just download that and start there. All right, so first let's talk about the confidence aspect of getting to the gym. I know that it can be really intimidating when you go to the gym and you see the weight section and there's a bunch of like huge dudes in their muscle tanks and they're like just scary, let's just be honest. And it can be hard, especially as a female, to like wander over there and pick up some dumbbells. I basically have 4 tips for you that can help you get into the weight section. So the first tip here is to buy yourself some cute ass gym clothes. And I'm serious here because when you buy new gym clothes, you feel a lot more confident in your skin. If you go to the gym and you feel like you already look good, your outfit is on point, and you got some cute new shoes and all of that, you're just gonna feel a lot more confident in yourself and how you're carrying yourself, and that's just gonna help you feel better about going over to that weight section. That being said, you don't have to buy expensive clothes to find a cute outfit that makes you feel more confident at the gym. A lot of my gym outfits are actually from Amazon. A lot of the leggings I wear from Amazon are like $25. A lot of the tank tops I wear are like $15 from Amazon. I will link below a few of my favorite gym pieces, and again, those are commissionable links, so obviously I greatly appreciate if you do end up using them, but truly they're just there for inspiration. And again, I think just in general, having new clothes, cute outfit can just help your overall confidence when you get to the gym and make you feel more ready to head into that weight section. The second tip I have is to find a gym buddy. So when I first started going to the gym, I was going with my roommate at the time, Nicole. Her and I used to go together all the time, and that just made it a lot easier for two, women to go over to the weight section, to take up space and not feel so intimidated by all of like the masculine gym bro energy. So definitely, if you can, try and find a gym buddy, whether that is another female friend of yours. You never know, they might be interested in starting to go to the gym with you, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, whatever partner. I started going to the gym with Chris, and that is like a hobby that we have together now. So that also, obviously going with him made it a lot easier for me me too, because he is a muscular guy, and so it made it a lot easier to go into the weight section as well. All right, so my third tip here, and this is kind of like more of a mental thing, is that you have to remember that everyone at the gym, they're thinking about themselves when they're there. They're thinking about how they look when they're lifting. They're thinking about their form. They're thinking about how much weight they're putting up. They're not thinking about you. If you think about it, if you're going to the gym yourself and you're thinking like, oh, I wonder if other people are looking at me, that's probably how everyone else is thinking too. So everyone else is just thinking about themselves, worrying if other people are looking at them. So you just have to remember that people are selfish. They're thinking about themselves when they're at the gym. They're not thinking about you and how you look. So just do whatever the heck you want to do at the gym. Okay, and then my fourth tip here, and this will lead into the next section, is to come to the gym with a plan. If you're starting a new gym, I would say spend either the first day wandering around, getting oriented with where all of the machines and equipment are, so that way when you come in with your workout plan, you know exactly where to head and you don't have to kind of wander around like you're a lost little puppy. But you can also always ask the training staff where equipment is. The training staff is always super nice and helpful. I promise you, if you go up to the front desk and ask a personal trainer if they can give you a tour, they will say yes. But if you're like me and don't want to do that, every time I start a new gym, I just spend the first like 20 minutes the first time I go walking around, finding the machines and equipment that I like to use, so that way when I start coming in for my workout over the next few months, I can go directly to the piece of equipment or whatever that I'm looking for without having to wander around and look lost. All right, so if you have finally built up the confidence to head into the gym, but you just don't know where to start, you don't know what lifts to do and all of that, that is what I'm going to dive into now and help you actually build your own workout plan for yourself, so that way you can go to the gym, have a plan, and actually see progress. All right, so in order to get started, the first thing that you need to do is figure out how many days per week you are able to make it to the gym. And this is going to vary for everyone based on your schedule, based on your life, what you have going on, but you just need to determine a days per week number that is realistic for you and realistic to stick to, because that is going to impact your workout split. So a workout split is how many days you're doing either like upper body or a lower body, that type of thing. Here's some examples of how a workout split could look for you. So let's say you can go 3 days per week. You might have 2 lower body days and 1 upper body day. Or let's say you can go 4 days per week. You might have 2 lower body days and 2 upper body days. And let's say you can go 5 times a week. Then you might do 2 lower body days, 2 upper body days, and 1 full body day. And again, this can vary based on your goals, how much time you have, and all of that. But these are just some examples of how you might set up a workout split depending on how often you want to get to the gym. So again, step 1, determine how many days per week you can get to the gym, and then figure out what kind of workout split you want to do based on your availability. All right, so now that you know kind of what your workout split is, how many days per week you're doing like a lower body day versus an upper body day, etc., you want to come up with your exercises. So let's say we're working on a lower body day. For your workout for that day, you're going to want to pick 2 to 3 compound exercises and 2 to 3 isolation exercises. So compound movements are exercises that use multiple muscle groups, whereas isolation exercises really just target one specific muscle or muscle group. So let me give you a couple examples of exercises you might pick that satisfy each of these for a leg day or an upper body day. So for a lower body day, some compound movements that you can incorporate would be things like squats, deadlifts, and hip thrusts. Again, all 3 of those use multiple different muscle groups in order to complete the exercise, whereas isolation movements like quad extensions, hamstring curls, and calf raises are really focused on just those specific muscle groups. A couple examples for an upper body day, again, compound would be things like pull-ups, bench press, and push-ups, because they use a bunch of different muscle groups. And then isolation might be things like a bicep curl, a tricep extension, or a chest fly. If you need ideas for other exercises that you can do, you can always Google ideas. Just Google like lower body compound exercise movements, lower body isolation exercises, things like that. I also post a lot of workouts in my videos on my channel as well as in my YouTube shorts, so you can always look back through some of my videos for other ideas as well. But once you've figured out what exact exercises you're going to be doing, next you need to determine how many sets and reps you should do based on your goals. So if your goal is to really build strength specifically over muscle size, you're going to want to do heavier weights at a lower rep range, versus if you want to gain muscle size, like building the booty, then you're gonna wanna do kind of a higher rep range. So if you're going for specifically strength, you're going to want to do heavy weights and lower reps per set. So in the 1 to 5 rep range. And then if you're going for size, again, building the booty, getting bigger biceps, all of that, you're going to want to do kind of more of a moderate weight and in the 8 to 12 reps per set range. So kind of depending on what your goals are, you're going to want to pick that rep range. I typically do more in this 8 to 12 rep range because I'm working on building the booty as per usual. And then as far as how many sets to do per exercise, generally anywhere from like 3 to 5 sets is kind of a good place to start. My recommendation would be pick between 3 and 5 sets per exercise, and within each set do anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. All right, so you know your workout split, how many days per week you're going, you have a good idea of what compound and isolation movements you want to include in your workouts, and you've kind of figured out what rep range you want to target in order to hit whatever your goals might be. Now what I want you to do is essentially go into your notes app on your iPhone, or you could do this in Word and like print this out for yourself, or just in a notebook, whatever you want. I personally do it on my notes app on my phone because I take my phone with me to the gym and then I can take notes on my workout in my phone while I'm doing it. But what you're going to want to do is write down your exercises for each day within your split. So for example, for your first leg day, you might write down something like this, where it has first squats, you're gonna do 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. That's your compound movement. You have another compound movement here, which is your deadlifts. Again, 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Then you're going to do your hip thrusts, 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And then you have your 2 isolation movements at the end of the workout. I kind of try and shoot for at least 5 different exercises, but generally I go for 6. Then you would want to go ahead and do this exact same thing for the next however many days of your workout split that you have planned. So if you are going to do 2 leg days and 2 upper body days per week, I would say like this could be your first leg day of the week. For your second leg day, I would do completely different exercises, similar rep range and set range, and then do the same thing for your upper body day. So again, come up with 2 different upper body days that have a mix of a few different compound movements and a few different isolation movements. All right, now once you start going to the gym, you have built this plan in your notes app or on a Word document or whatever. Each week you should be recording how much weight you're lifting and how many reps you're doing at that weight amount. And then each week you're going to want to either increase the amount of weight that you're lifting or the number of reps. And I just had to write this down because this is like the most important thing, which is that progressive overload is key to seeing results and making progress in the gym. You are not going to build a booty, get stronger if you're not lifting more weight or doing more reps. Like that is just the bottom line. So every single week you need to be either increasing your weights or increasing your reps. And I highly recommend doing the exact same exercises for the first like 3 to 4 weeks before you change up any of your exercises, because you want to make sure that you're actually making progress at those exercises before you change things up on your body. And that kind of leads me into my last and final point of how to build your own workout guide, which is that you're going to want to change your exercises or kind of rep range every 4 to 6 weeks. So you might want to do kind of that same exact weekly split, exact same exercises every single week for about 4 to 6 weeks. You're going to want to increase weight every week, increase reps, and then at the end of that 4 or 6 weeks, whatever you kind of decide, then you can change things up. So for example, let's say you were doing squats, 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. At the end of the 4 weeks, maybe instead you either start doing goblet squats instead of barbell squats, or you could do, instead of 6 to 8 reps, now you're doing 8 to 10 reps. And then you're just going to kind of rinse and repeat, keep repeating this process, change up your workouts every 4 to 6 weeks. And when you're not changing your workout, you're increasing your weights, you're increasing your reps, you're getting stronger, and you're making progress. And again, if that was just a lot of information, I did create kind of a starter's guide, workout plan, routine plan. If you just want to download that for now and use that as kind of a starting point to figure out where your fitness journey can go from there, you can always just download that guide that I made for you. It is, again, available to purchase on Etsy, so it should be just really easy for you to download and get a PDF version saved down in your email. I hope that you found this video helpful and useful, and let me know if you give it a shot in the comments box. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that thumbs up button so I know to make more videos like like this. And I will talk to you guys next time.
And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the link above where I've linked my entire health and fitness tips playlist.